Hey,
Yo, welcome.
Are you ready? Okay, all right.
True that.
Take two.
Take two.
Yeah.
Yo, welcome to Beers and Bars.
Your place for rapid fire hip hop discussion and, of course, great beer.
I am Kamal Kiddo.
Oh, to the Golden Child. Thank y'all for checking out our last episode, which was our top 5 rap albums of 2020. So if you haven't seen that, go to watch that. Shout out to the homie Jarrell for joining the show. Stop it right there because right now we have a special guest with us. You know what I'm saying? We gonna let her introduce herself. You go ahead, madame.
All right, I'm Afro Beer Chick. I drink beer and talk shit.
There you go.
Oh, bars. That's what I'm talking about.
We had the pleasure of being on her podcast. I think right when everything was that right when everything was starting to go down.
Yeah, that is so true. I think that was back maybe around June or July-ish.
It had to be because I think
I did a show.
Yeah. Damn.
Was that 2020?
That was come on. I told you 2020 as a year is an enigma. Like I don't remember anything that happened. Bro, that was this year. That was this year.
End of 2019 for some reason.
You tweaking, Joe. We talked about all the shit, all the pandemic and everything that was happening.
That's
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. But yeah, today we're just gonna be chopping it up with Chalonda regarding her platform, you know what I'm saying, and everything that she does and all that kind of good stuff. It is the beginning of 2021, so we're gonna try to talk about what our
Happy New Year, everyone. Happy New Year.
Yes. First show, yeah. Okay, you're right. We're gonna be talking about what our favorite 3 beers of 2020 were. And we gonna kick it, man. So let's start out with drinks.
Okay.
Want to do that?
We can start with drinks.
Okay, let's kick it to our guests first. Go ahead. What you got today?
Man, so today, New Whistle sent me some gifts. And they're right near the Peach Boy. Man,
okay.
I just took my first sip. And I don't know if y'all saw the expression when I took my first. This is the bomb.
Word.
This is right here. This is some good stuff right here. This is hazy IPA with peach. Man.
Wow, with peach.
I like fruity stuff. You know?
And that peach is coming through. It's
Word.
It's nice. It's hazy. Man, they did this one right.
For sure. The body is looking right on that joint. And I go by basic bitch IPA guy. That's my full name. So I definitely, yeah. I told Kamal I keep playing. I'm trying to get some shirts made that say basic bitch IPA guy because I get talked about so much because that's all I be drinking. It's like that's what I be liking. I'm sorry, man. I'm gonna do what I do.
We do a lot of IPA.
Yeah, we do. Yeah. But today, I have Black Fang from Illuminated Brew Works. This is a stout coffee with cocoa and Vietnamese cinnamon. So I'm trying to, I know it's still stout season and all that, so I'm trying, you know what I mean? This joint is pretty decent though, man. The Vietnamese cinnamon give it like right up front, it's like peppery almost, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then I'm a coffee guy, so any kind of stout with coffee, you got me, you know what I'm saying? Because I drink hella coffee, you know what I'm saying? I'm a nitro cold brew fanatic. I be tweaking, so yeah.
Too true. I'm having Ryeway to Heaven. I knew I wanted to do one of Revolution Brewing's joints because they're on my my top 3. This is very high in alcohol volume. I think this is like 15.
Yeah.
This is 15. This is rye ale aged in rye barrels. Hey man, here we go.
Cheers.
You know what I'm saying? Cheers.
Yeah.
Cheers.
That's all you look. When you have one of them joints like a VSOD, you definitely got to just say, you know what, here we go. Cause I mean, I don't. Yeah, you be out of there. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, let's get in. Let's talk about it. Afro Beer Chick.
Yeah.
Chalonda.
What and who is Afro Beer Chick? How did you get started? What is this?
Okay, so man, it's so funny how time flies. Like I was overall, it'll be 10 years that I've kind of been in the beer game this year.
Okay.
Right. So it was actually my husband that kind of got me into the whole beer thing. It started off with Sophie, and it was like he kept giving me beer. We were dating at the time. He's like, "Here, try this, try this, try this." And my first craft beer was Sophie from Goose Island. And I was like, "Oh, this is good." So hanging out with him, because that was also around the time he was starting up with they had started Chicago Beer Geeks. And I'm like, I'm always hanging around y'all dudes in this beer, but where are the women? So I started on my search, and I came across Girls Paint Out. They had chapters in so many other cities, but they didn't have one in Chicago. Reached out to Megan and Tamara. They was like, yeah, you can start one in Chicago. Did that for a couple of years. And then I had to step back because at the time my girls were younger.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna fast forward. Now in like 2017, my kids, I'm gonna send my empty nester now. So my kids are older. It's like I can drink and I can party now. I don't have to rush home. I got a kid at home at the time who was cooking dinner. Like, okay, let's do it. So my coworker was like, Shalonda, you always talking shit and you have this kick-ass afro. Why not call yourself Afro Beer Chick? I was like, I'm here for it. So it just kind of evolved from there. It was just more of me talking about beer, but then once I started really getting into seeing the industry, it also became more of a social movement because I seen unfair practices. So, I got to speak on it when it's concerning my people. So, yeah, so I have a loud mouth and I talk about beer and all other kind of other stuff. So, yeah, that's what
Word up. How can people hear your podcast?
Well, see, I'm going to be honest with y'all.
Okay.
See, what had happened was.
Okay.
So it's so funny. This Chick Talks Beer turns a year. Actually, I think the first episode was posted a year ago today. And due to stupid COVID, not having nowhere to go, I kind of fell off over the summer because it was like, man, I'm just sitting in my living room drinking all the time. I'm just going to start an alcoholic. So I just kind of let that fall to the wayside. But it is coming back. It's coming back actually in a couple of weeks because I'm starting to reformat some things where I'm not just going to be talking about beer. I'm talking about all kind of other issues as well as do my beer reviews. But then I also started a whole bourbon podcast. So it's like trying to justify my drinking a little bit more.
The neat pour, right?
Yeah,
the neat pour.
And it's just dedicated to bourbon.
Yeah, that one is my husband and I. We talk about bourbon. Okay. We get in and get out. He likes to drop the fun facts about, he's like a historian when it comes to stuff like that. And, I give funny commentary because I sit there and sip. So I'll let him buy the expensive bottles and I'll just sit away nice.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
You actually, I never told you this. You were talking about how, you start seeing unfair practices and what things. That was a live you posted on Twitter. It had to be late 2018 or 2019. Happened with founders, and that's what really started making me pay attention to what happened with that situation. You went live and you was talking about, what had happened there. So you definitely have a voice as to what you speak about, the lack of diversity and in the brew world and whatnot. So this seems to be definitely important for you. And I want to tell you, I appreciate your voice. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
It's a good thing that you do. So what else it was something I wanted to ask you about, and I'm drawing a blank as I'm saying it right here.
Well,
God damn it, it happens all the time.
How long ago did your Instagram start?
Oh man, I think that started like around 2017. That's when I started the whole blog and I'm even bad about the whole blogging thing. Like I hate to sit down and write. So it's like now 2021, it's like I need to revamp it. I'm better off just doing videos. Like I can sit there and just get straight to the point. And I think the key thing I found my niche in with Afro Beer Chick is I don't care about this brand. I'm gonna be honest with you. When it comes to social movement, you have to be willing to put your brand on the line. So other than that, it's like, what's the point? So when I see something, I know I'm gonna piss people off. You know, I'm going to speak on it. You have to put it out there, and you worry about, because at the end of the day, I'm a Black woman, a Black mother first, so I have to speak on these issues that's concerning not only myself, but my family, my friends, you know, my loved ones. So yeah, put it out there.
Have you had any issues concerning you voicing your opinion about anything? Has anybody, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm about to, you know what I'm saying, protect Black women. You know what I'm saying?
Kamal don't like Twitter. That's why I'm laughing. So Kamal not on Twitter. So I follow you on Twitter. So as he was saying that, I'm like, huh.
Oh, true that.
You get your haters, especially on Twitter. You get your haters. You get somebody who's bored, and it's so funny. It could be somebody who's following me, and then they'll go and create a fake ghost account just to talk, you know, crap to me. It's like, dude, I see that bored in life. Like I had somebody to hit me up a couple years ago and call me the N-word, and I didn't expect for that tweet. I didn't expect that tweet to go as big as it did, but it's like you get every so often. I get people who hit me in my email and talk mess. I'm like, dude, you are not phasing me. I don't care. You know?
That's real.
I remember now what I had wanted to say. Yes, when you do start back up and when you do start back, you know, recording and whatnot, you owe us, because you owe us as people who follow your podcast. You, Denise, Kinky Sus, and I forgot. Y'all had a fire episode, and I was like, yo,
man.
The episode was fire, G.
That whole connection there. The intent was to do a special podcast once a month with all three of us, but then you know life happens.
Exactly, for sure.
Yeah, so I definitely want to kick that up because with that one we touched upon so many topics. Key topics.
Y'all was flowing. Y'all was just flowing. It was a flow.
Yeah, so
I gotta check that.
Bring that.
You gotta check. We could put that in some notes. We could put the episode it was in, but yeah, it was a pretty good episode. And they were just talking about, you know, their experiences as Black women. You know what I'm saying? And it was, you know, it was honest, it was open, and that's one of the reasons why I checked the podcast, because if I want to listen to a conversation, I want to really hear somebody's experience and whatnot. So yeah, that's dope. Before we get into our 3 favorite beers and whatnot for 2020, what else did I want to say? Where can they find you at on Twitter, Instagram? It's all the same account, right? Or it's not the same account, but is it? Yeah.
Yeah. You find me on one, you find me on all.
Okay.
Word up.
All right. Let's see what we was for 2020. 3 favorite beers, and my beers are not beers that necessarily came out in 2020. It's just stuff that I drank in 2020. Right. So I don't have a 3 through 1 or anything like that. I just have 3 beers. So, one of my favorite of the year, I'm gonna give a drum roll. It was BEERZ from Old Irving. Great beer. It was the last time we was actually out in the public at a brewery. We had a great time at Old Irving the night we went there. We was kicking it. They was very cool peeps and whatnot. And as I said, I am a IPA guy. I'm big. I know people be shitting on hazies and all that, but hey, I love hazies. All right, so that's one of my favorite, if not my favorite, besides some stuff that I've had for Hot Butcher. So yes, BEERZ, Old Irving, one of mine. Whoever wants to go next, I don't know.
Oh, all right. Go ahead, Chalonda. Go ahead, Chalonda.
All right, I'm gonna say. You know, it's so hard because it was like I was a part of that Goose Island BCS media night. It was like, man, that was fun. That was so fun.
Yeah.
But then it's like that double barrel VSOD.
Yeah.
Man, I had one last night. It's so funny because I've been trying to hold on tightly to them.
You got to.
And it so happened, I looked in the fridge. I was like, damn, I still got 3. Let me break one open now. And it reminded me just how good that beer is. I really, really enjoy that beer.
Look, It was gonna make mine, but I think, look, I'm thinking now I might scratch somebody off, but yeah, look. The thing about that joint is that if I had one, I'm a punk. I can't front. Like once I get into those barrel aged stouts and I'm going 15, 14%, whatnot, I'll be falling out. I'll be out of there. But that joint is amazing. I really like that joint. Them joints is so good. You was talking about how, your husband introduced you to beer. My wife don't really rock with beer at all, but she'll drink anything I give her from the whole Deepwood series. So shout out to them for that.
Yeah. I'm gonna piggyback off of that, and I really like their VSOD. All of those Deepwood series I really like. Like I try to have a stout from another business here in Chicago. And I'm like, you know what, man, let me crack this up. I ain't cracked one of these in a while. And it wasn't quite the same flavor. And it's hard to say exactly what it is, but and mine aren't in any order either, but tonight I'm going with VSOJ. Their
I hear you.
Barley wine. I really like their barley wine. The joint that's aged in bourbon barrels. I think it's aged.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's aged in bourbon barrels. Another high ABV. I don't even know.
Yeah.
Joint is, but they all at least 12.
Yeah. Exactly.
But it's something about it that's just the flavor. They got their flavors right on the Deepwood series.
Marty knows what they're doing with them barrels.
Yeah.
Yeah, and even in talking to John, the communication director, he was telling us how everything goes with getting the barrels and how they age it. Sometimes over a year. It's like, yo,
it's a real science, man.
Dedicated to the taste. I mean, you're aging it for over a year, my God, before it hits the market.
Yeah.
But I'm a fan. I have no order, so this is just VSOJ, aged in bourbon barrels. That's one of mine.
So you know what's so funny? So last night when I had the VSOD, after I finished it, y'all, I still had like 4 or 5 shots of bourbon.
Yo,
turn up.
That's something else. We should talk about this after this one. We should definitely. I want you to put us on to some. Put us and the viewers on to some good bourbon. So, another beer I really loved this year, and it sucks because I only had 1 4-pack, and I did not know it was going to be this good. Phase 3 this year had an Oat Lager.
Phase 3, yep.
Yo, that joint. I think because it was done with oat grains and whatnot, it had like a different mouthfeel than what I usually get from a lager. And they also brewed it with Saphir hops, which had it a little bit more citrusy than what I would typically get from a lager, which obviously would fit me if I'm telling you I like IPAs, and this lager was slightly IPA-ish almost, but it was just done well. Pixel Density would have made this list too, but I didn't want to have them on here twice. This was my first year having Pixel Density, and that beer is not fair. That beer shouldn't be that good. But yeah, no. Oat Lager Phase 3, another one for me, was my favorite. So
I remember Oat Lager. I remember you drinking it.
Yeah, G, we had it. I had it on Chalonda show actually when we did. Yeah. So, and I remember that today, like, dang, because I had to go through my Instagram and stuff to see when I had it. So yeah.
Wow.
What up?
I want to
take it back to you.
Phase 3 for me it's just been, for me, I don't know, like, it's not a diss at all. This is like a compliment, honestly. I used to think that when Phase 3 came out, I was like, man, they're making the same beer in a different can. But then it's like, as they evolve, it's like, man, they just keep kicking it out, and it's always something different. And I'm
always
saying that. So for me, my second beer is a Phase 3 beer. And it's pressed. It's Steak Porter. Now see, Kamal isn't on Twitter. So, but
I know
anybody who follows me on Twitter knows I don't do porters. I say it tastes like tasteless brown water.
There you go. I was looking for the term you said. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh my God.
I do. So
brown water.
Watching this, he gonna talk mess because I always say that. But they did press pretty well, pretty good. That's
okay.
one of my favorites.
Word.
I had a good porter recently from it was actually a collaboration. What was the name of that damn porter I had? I had it on the show. It was a collab between 18th Street and Illuminated. I don't know, I forgot, but I don't really do porters like that either. But yeah.
Was that recent? Did you have that recently?
It was a recent joint. I forgot the name of it, man. I didn't have a lot of damn beer this year, so this was tough to do anyway. And there's some beers I'm forgetting, so but yeah, go ahead, come on.
All right, so you know what I'm saying, you know me. I'm gonna come with a casual drink, really beer this is beers and bars, but OT is really the beers. I like what I like when I like it, you know what I'm saying?
Talk your shit, man.
So my joint, my next joint is actually gonna be something that I just picked up on a whim. Which is actually from Finch Beer Company, Taco Cat, which is actually a sour, which is actually a Kettle Sour Ale. Mm-hmm. I like it. I couldn't get enough. It's not really high in alcohol volume, you know what I'm saying? But I had it a few times in the summer, and it just reminded me of summer. It's like, yo, I'm chilling in the backyard with the kids.
Can't go nowhere. Yeah.
Not going anywhere. Taco Cat, man. That's my second joint.
For sure, man. I don't beer bash, man, so hey, man,
Chalonda about to come with another bourbon, like, get your little...
No, I was going to say, I'm just wondering when Finch going to come and actually stay, because it seems like every time I turn around, they reinvent themselves. I remember when it first hit the scene, okay, like, okay, y'all going to do this? And then they leave, and they coming back. So it's been a few years since I had Taco Cat, so... Yeah.
I see you leveled up. See, I feel you.
And no,
let's go.
Not bourbon.
Heck, no.
You got next, man.
All right, I'm gonna end it out. I think this brewery I think they're from somewhere in Central Illinois. I've only had a couple beers from them. Little Beaver Brewery.
Oh yeah.
They had a joint this year called Citraic. It was a New England IPA, and it was super fire. Yeah. And what's crazy is that I saw that this joint was brewed with Citra and Mosaic, and so was Beezer. So this just proved I'm just a basic ass IPA dude. Just proves once again my theory. But no, it was super good, man. I don't think I haven't seen it since they came out with it in like midsummer. So, but I think they out of Bloomington, Illinois. So shout out to Little Beaver. Y'all keep doing y'all thing down there. Hopefully y'all are out of Bloomington, Illinois. I didn't just mess that up, but yeah, man. Citraic, Little Beaver. Wow. 2 New England IPAs on my list. Yes.
All right, this one was hard for me, y'all. I'm not gonna even lie to y'all. This one is so hard for me because I'm like, it's not so much as the style or the brewery, but it's like which one from this brewery. So it's Hop Butcher.
Oh yeah.
Hop Butcher is hard. It's like trying to pick my favorite child.
Look here.
They got a lot of good joints. They do.
So I'm going with that series of Chill Out Maxon, the whole Fresh Prince. It was like, man, that was really good. So, see, I told you one, the bourbon one. I'm going to Hop Butcher. And it was so, and here's the thing, like they send me some beer mail, and they always send me a lot. I'm like, man. And it was like, but which one is my favorite? And it's hard. It's so hard. But
it's very, yeah, look, it's crazy that they not even on my list because
that's actually surprising, actually.
It's but you know what? Because if I had did that, I would have had to have fucking 3 Hop Butcher beers as my whole list. Because I mean, my favorite beer of all time is probably Double Grit. Is it acid in the purple can from Hop Butcher? I forgot which one it is, but outside of that Galaxy Bowl was fire this year. Yeah. Tavern Cut is always good. The Double Blaze Orange thing, like what the hell is what?
I know, right? It's hard.
Look, I got one left, and I'm not touching it until like I just really, really want to drink it, and it's holding on. I don't know how long it's gonna be in there, but yeah, man.
I be trying to catch them. You know what I'm saying?
You got to get there early.
I got to get there early.
I'm in the suburbs. If I don't get there by 4, it's a wrap on like a Thursday or Friday. It's a wrap. They gone.
I've caught them twice. And then I caught I think I got the collaboration with Revolution from you though.
Yeah. Which was good.
Yeah.
I hit up my of course, we have some dope local bottle shops up here. But even they sell out of Hot Butcher quickly. So I kind of became cool with the beer people at Benny's. Like, look.
See?
That's fire though. That's fire.
They about to get to know me soon because on days when they release something like I really wanted, I hadn't had Tavern Cut until this year. And when I saw they was dropping it, I called at like 1:30, like, hey, y'all got that new Hot Butcher drop just yet? Like and then I sent my wife as the gopher. She always the one that, because I be working. I'd be like, hey, can you go to Benny's for me at like 2 and see if they, so shout out to her too. So yeah.
Yeah, my first stop is always trying to be, support the small bottle shops, but they sell out so quickly on this. Like, I don't even get an opportunity to get there, but it's like, okay, I gotta get up a Benny's, and it's so funny, it's always that limit one. I'm like, come on, I'm just gonna let me get that too. That's
what I'm saying.
For real.
Let me get 2 of them. Please let me get 2 of them. Yeah, but.
See, man, we all gotta get plugged for real. So they get.
Can you just give us some? Yeah, G. But D's Devin knows is good, but I can talk about how much I can talk about their releases all day. So yeah.
Man.
All right, so my third one is another fruited sour. My joint is from Great Heights Brewing Company out of Houston. It's a fruited sour with raspberry and blackberry. This is Estelle. Estelle.
From the beer that we got beer mail from.
Yes.
A homie in Houston that follows on the show. So yeah.
Yes, but it's out of Houston. Great Heights Brewing Company. That joint was pretty good. It was pretty positive. I don't even remember what show we drank it on, but I'm a fan of sours, man. I like sours.
We know.
There's I like Revolution. I thought about putting Revolution Brewing's freedom of speech or freedom of speech on there. And they got another sour, but I didn't really have a whole lot of that this year. And I just wanted to give it to somebody new. I had a lot of Revolution Brewing on the show.
Yeah.
I just wanted to give it to Estelle because that one was actually good. So I'm gonna give it to.
Look, Rosa almost made it for me because I also this year was last year. Yeah, Rosa almost, because I had a lot of that this year, and I was like, damn. This shit right here is kind of fire.
Yeah.
But it didn't make it. But
Chalonda, real quick. Have you been listening? What have you been listening to 2020? What were your, I'm going to say not 5, but at least a good, and this, you don't have to rank them. This is really just off the cuff. But 3 to 5, I'm going to say. 3 to 5 records that you thought was the bee's knees in 2020.
It could be old, whatever got you through. Let's talk some music. What got you through?
It's so funny. This new music, I don't know if I turn it to Auntie Chalonda. That's what my husband and my child and my daughter call me. Oh, man, you turn it Auntie Chalonda now. It's new music. It's hard for me to get into. So if you on my IG, I've been hitting up a lot of old school hip hop vinyl. Like I was blasting NWA last night.
Wow.
Got Houdini, the first Tribe Called Quest. Like I'm going old school.
True.
So, I mean, the ones that's been getting me through is, when he was Common Sense. Come
on. I was just having that conversation with somebody. Common is not really that common anymore. He's
right. He became calm. He drifted from calmness.
He a spoken word artist now.
Erykah Badu.
Right.
He's a spoken word rapper right now, man.
Right. Tribe Called Quest has been in super heavy rotation. Erykah has been in heavy rotation, but as far as hip hop, again, Houdini, because since we just recently lost him, that's been in heavy rotation. God, it's just been so much. Even Notorious B.I.G. I got his first again all on vinyl. It's something about listening to music on vinyl is more peaceful to me.
Hey, I can't front. I definitely have to look because I was raised on vinyl, and I've been wanting to get a record player for a minute, but I never pulled the trigger. It just feels good to just throw that joint on, you know what I'm saying, and drop the needle, you know what I'm saying, and it has that different sound too. It's like a different sound aesthetic. So I definitely feel you on that joint. I really wish I remember the conversation. You and the homie Sam had a comment. Y'all was putting together some artists. Yeah, shout out to the homie Sam, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, brother at the bar. Y'all was on his podcast and y'all was having some R&B conversations. I wish I remember, but y'all was pairing some people together from the 80s, like, man, Anita Baker versus blah, blah, blah. I'm like, ooh.
Yeah, the verses. Yeah, like, it was so funny because when the verses came out, even like with Erykah and when Erykah Badu and Jill Scott.
Jill Scott, yeah.
Like 3 days before, I said, man, it'd be dope to have these two do a verses. And the next thing you know, it's announced. Like, man, that's mine. Now can we get Anita Baker and Angela Winbush? And I even put it out there before.
Man.
I was like, Gladys Knight, and Patti LaBelle. I'm all, let's go old school.
Look here. Anita Baker is the greatest alto ever. I know you can throw Tony in there. Tony has that sultry voice. But Anita, Anita Baker voice, man. That strong alto, but it was still beautiful. Like, I don't know. She's my favorite alto of all time.
She was almost a tenor on some of them.
Bro, she can get down. Yeah, man, bro. No fairy. What's that? No Fairy Tales joint? Whatever. I forgot. She got some joints, man. Like Angela Winbush got.
I got a question for y'all because I had to put it on my personal Facebook page and people thought I was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
If there was a versus, even though Mary is not going to do it, she came out and she's not going to do a versus. But if there was a versus between Mary J. Blige and Faith Evans, people are hold on. Here's the thing though. Let me tell you. Of course, people flock to Mary like that. I get it. Mary has some bangers. So I sat down and I did a whole playlist. I went back, like I did my Jill versus, Erykah.
You out here. You out here making playlists.
Right. I did my playlist. I did Faith versus, Mary. 77 songs total, going back to back. And people tend to overlook Faith. And people forget that Faith wrote for Mary. She wrote some of her songs.
Now that might be the difference maker right there. If Faith pull out some,
I didn't know that.
I'm just biased. I have an older sister, and all I listen to is Mary, so it's no way I would pick Faith.
Mary, the album, Mary, Share My World. What's the 411?
Man, I gotta share this playlist. Even to let your wife listen to it and go back.
Let's do it.
In 4.
But Faith got some joints for sure.
No, Faith got joints.
But I only really know Mary joint. Like I never purchased a Faith album, even though I like her song. But I've purchased Mary J. Blige albums, and like I know.
So Chalonda, who you got then? Since you put what?
She got Faith.
You trying to make an argument for Faith? That's what you on? You trying to make?
My thing was honestly, okay, don't get me wrong. Mary is my girl. I was just saying that people thought that Faith could not compete with Mary. They kept saying, "Oh no, Toni Braxton." I was like, "You guys y'all are really underestimating Faith Evans. She has the hits. Once you go through her catalog, and you're like, oh man, I forgot about that. Faith has some hits.
Toni got joints.
Yeah, she got joints too. She got joints too. But I was going for the underdog.
Yeah.
I like that energy. I do like that energy. I would have to go back like even with Ashanti and Keisha Cole.
That's coming up soon, right?
I'm a fan of Keisha Cole, G.
You say I'm good on that. You ain't gonna check for it at all?
Let me say something now. First of all, don't get me wrong. Again, people underestimate Keisha Cole. She's good.
She's good.
Ashanti was good for hooks, not whole songs by herself. So it was like, at this point, why is it a versus? Ashanti was good for singing hooks. Keisha had whole songs. So it was like, the first 10 minutes you tapped out because Ashanti sing her hooks was over with.
I'm saying,
you said like, the first 10 minutes you tapped out.
That was a little weird. That was a little weird to me. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, man.
No, the verses I want to see is the Roots versus A Tribe Called Quest. That's what
they're supposedly. Wait, I think what they're trying to do, because I saw this, they're trying to do actually Outkast and Tribe.
Here's the thing.
That's two different. That's two different.
Yeah.
Rounds.
Yeah, you have.
I'm gonna go with Tribe all day. I'm gonna go, but between Outkast, see, that's not fair though. That's not fair.
Outkast will do best with M-Bar and MJG. That's what they should battle. Not that.
If they do that, that's a wash. That's a wash. They gonna wash. And I look.
Outkast Grammy nominated, G. They Grammy nominated. They like.
I was listening to A-Ball and MJG the other day, Space Age Pimpin'. So, and they had some joints. So,
they got joints, but not like Cash, G.
I mean, Cash. True, but them going against the Roots, that's two different vibes.
Yeah. So you say Roots versus Tribe is better, probably.
Yeah, the Roots versus Tribe is better.
I got Tribe all day.
I got Tribe.
I don't know. Tribe. You know what? I'm working on. You working on
the playlist?
On my playlist.
That would have to be like Tribe. That would have to be like Tribe against Daylight or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Somewhere they were coming up at the same time. Because
I
think Tribe and Roots will be good, man.
Or Talib versus Mos Def.
Wait, who?
Talib and Mos Def?
Mos Def, man. Yasin Bey. I got Mos all day long. Now I like Kweli. But
man, last night I was doing my whole old school hip hop thing. It was like I was going back and forth. I was like, man, this is hard. I don't know which one.
Mos Def got it, G.
Okay, what's that? Mos Def and Common Sense. Not Common, but Common Sense.
Oh, Common taking it against any one of them. You put Common to me against. Look, you go.
That's a fair,
like Water for Chocolate. You go B. You go. Come on, help me out. What's the other joint?
I mean, you go One Day It'll All Make Sense.
All them joints, bro.
Bangers. But they're gonna play they're gonna play their top hits.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They're gonna play their hits. But for me, man, that's a hard one. That's a good one because that's a hard one.
Right.
I mean, man, that's a hard one, really, because I don't know what else to have.
It's like a catch-22 because it's like you got the album where Kanye was when Kanye was in his right mind, he was producing.
That's what I'm saying. You put that B on, G. You put that B on, it's gonna get ugly.
I'm saying, though, you could go B, One Day It All Makes Sense.
Like Water for Chocolate.
Resurrection. Like Water for Chocolate. And he got a lot of songs with, you know what I'm saying, other art. He got a solo joint on Late Registration. You know what I'm saying? He could play that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He got a solo song on Kanye's album.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, man. But that's a good one, actually. That's actually, somebody get Swiss on the phone. Somebody get Tim on the phone. Because that's actually,
get him on the phone.
People are flocked to that. People are flocked to that, man.
Yeah, I would be front row instead of like, what's going on? But when you start talking about like Outkast and the Roots, that's like NWA versus Boogie Down Productions. Two different ones. You can't do it.
Yeah,
that's like, I mean, Outkast is in another stratosphere, man. They leveled up and then they were like they were big. They're big. They're big.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I drink.
Outcast.
Yeah.
Man. But yeah, G.
Before we get out of here, Chalonda, I want you to tell us. I'll just do two. Give me, because I don't really get into bourbon. Not that I don't like it. It's just it's not something that I'm into just right now. Maybe you can change that. So can you give me two bourbons that I need to be into so that I can switch up and get into something else? You know what I'm saying?
All right. So I'm going to go. Here's the thing about bourbon is like when you hunt for that. Here's the thing. Bourbon can be frustrating because you trying to find a good bottle at retail and then turn around and sell secondary for like 300% markup. But
yeah,
my go-to every day, you can walk in the store and go get it, is the Four Roses small batch. That's always a good one to have. And even if you can catch the Buffalo Trace, on the shelves, I would definitely grab that because it's like a $23 bottle. If not, Old Forester. You can't go wrong with any of those. They're very easily accessible. So
okay. No, I'm legit writing these down. Y'all think I'm joking? So yeah, no, because I get into I do every once in a while I do like whiskey. I do like Johnny Walker Black Label is what I kind of just drink, straight, warm and whatnot. I don't know if I'm supposed to drink it like that. Is that neat pour? Is that okay? There we go. There we go. Tell the people one more time where they can find you at.
On all the social medias at Afro Beer Chick, even the website afrobeerchick.com, or if you into bourbon, The Neat Pour on all the social medias and the website theneatpour.com.
Right on.
And go buy some. And go buy. Do you have you still have merch up and all that kind of good stuff?
You know what? I do. My t-shirts are still up there. I can't put my glasses up because they sell out before I can even post them. Like I had glasses.
Really?
I had glasses, and before I can even post them, they were already gone.
Wow.
That's a good problem to have.
It is. I mean, it's dope. I don't do it for the money. I do it because like I'm I'm excited that people are, they want it. So it's like I'm just trying to, give the people what they want. Y'all want some glasses? I'm gonna make sure y'all get them.
That's what's up.
That's what's up.
That's pretty fire. BEERZ BARZ.
Well, we appreciate it. We appreciate it. Yes. And when the world opens back up, we got to drink.
Absolutely.
I'm always down for that.
we can go to whatever brewery, whatever, and kick it and hang out. So yeah.
What's your husband's name?
Nick. So you can catch him on Chicago Beer Pass. They have a podcast on Chicago Beer Geeks, and also catch him.
Yeah.
All
that, yeah, man. We got to get up with him too, man.
Yeah, man, for real. Once all this is over, I'm out here. Once all this is over with, I just want to drink with everybody. I'm trying to, yeah.
Look, I want to have a big old party. I think that's
party. World party.
Once the world opens back up, I want to have an old school hip hop party with beer.
Yes, fire.
Well, who you think will be? Because you more in the industry than we are. Who would be opening their doors up to that if you was gonna do it at a brewery? Like which?
It's mad people that'll do that.
Yeah, it's mad people, but I think that Rev
for sure,
of course.
Because they have such a dope spot and it's very spacious. Yeah.
That's the move.
Yeah.
That's the move. They will welcome all of us with open arms, G. That could really be a vibe. We get all of the internet podcasts
Chicago,
together. Everybody out of Chicago, get them together and do something big and give it a name. And bruh, that would pop. That would pop. Woo! World party! Stop it! That's what's up.
I'm about to go finish me some Queen's Gambit. I'm trying to finish the series. So
true.
I'm in the mood. I'm gonna keep drinking, y'all. I appreciate I appreciate hanging out and whatnot. So
word up. Thank you, Chalonda. I appreciate you. I'm out.
Thank you guys for having me.
Right.
All right, for sure. We appreciate it.
Beers and bars.
Peace.
Peace.